But unquestionably, Andy, the greatest reactions came from overseas. More specifically, from Bugle favourites Mahmoud Ahmadinejad and Colonel Crazy himself, Muammar Gaddafi. Because at the start of the Bugle, Andy, you made a joke about what Gaddafi said.
Yeah.
And incredibly, it's almost identical to the statement he actually released, which was this. He said, Cameron and his government must leave after the popular uprising against them and the violent repression of peaceful demonstrators by police. Cameron and his government have lost all legitimacy. These demonstrations show that the British people reject this government, which is trying to impose itself through force. Now listen, Andy, there are times where you just have to sit back, applaud and give it to him. Gaddafi has still got it, Andy, and by it I mean sense of humour, unbelievable balls and Tripoli. And I'm just amazed that he has space in his head at the moment to find the time to with Britain. He's literally under attack from the international community and his own people. Yet, his future and his life could barely be more precarious. Yet he still manages to rally himself to say, hey guys, I've got a great idea for how to piss the UK off. Take down this statement. Oh God, this is going to be great. Cameron and his government have lost all legitimacy. Don't look at me like that. We are definitely doing this.
Well, it's the last thing that goes, isn't it, for a despot? It's like a boxer's punch.
Yeah.
It's the ability to rile the West. That's the last thing you lose.
And he wasn't the only one to line up to kick Britain while it was on fire. Iran couldn't help sticking in the boot either. On Tuesday, the Foreign Ministry spokesman, Ramin Mehamparast, urged Britain to show restraint in dealing with rioters. He did this while jabbing a fork into his leg to stop himself from bursting out laughing. After 4 attempts, he managed to get one usable statement take on camera and was immediately taken to hospital with a fork deeply embedded into his thigh. And then Ahmadinejad himself gloriously called for international intervention in London, saying, what else should happen for the United Nations Security Council to react? He then went on to say, do you all see what I did there? remember, because of that thing we did with the protesters a year ago. You remember that? Do you remember? The guys on the motorbikes with the baseball bats? Do you remember when we did that? When we shot those protesters? You remember? You see, that's why it's funny, see? That's why. Why isn't anyone laughing? OK, someone get me my motorbike. Someone's going to f***ing pay!